welcome to the Homebrew Podcast, where we discuss everything addiction, recovery, mental health. I am Flip.
And I am Luke. Our generation of men, you're not allowed to have feelings.
We're going to talk about things that are uncomfortable, things that are scary, because when you talk about it, you take away its power.
The only thing that's going to keep me clean is me not wanting to be who I was then.
We was in the trenches, now look how we out here ballin'. Popped up in the max, now we flooring in the fall.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Homebrew Podcast. Flip, clean date, April 1st, 2016. I always say April Fools, but then I felt like I should actually say April 1st. Go ahead.
Yeah, Luke, clean date, October 11th, 2017.
My, how the tables have turned. The tables have turned. I hesitated, you didn't.
Yes,
Pressure.
sir.
What do you think about that new intro?
Fire.
That song?
I love it.
Oh my God.
It's so fitting.
So, listen, what you guys don't know is Luke and I recorded what we felt was an amazing intro. And it was basically us dancing
Yeah, we're just getting funky.
to the song you hear in the background. We gave it to one of our friends who has a lot more experience than we do. I'm not going to say her name, but I will say that it rhymes with Tiffany Schmenkins. Tiffany Schmenkins.
She's going to kill you.
Absolutely.
She crushed my hopes and dreams of being an editor.
Absolutely. I told her, I actually called her and I said, oh my God, I love it. She goes, really? I said, I just got off the phone with Steven Spielberg, okay?
Yeah.
He asked if Luke and I would direct the next Star Wars movie, and I had to tell him, Mr. Spielberg, that wasn't us.
Yeah.
That was us on camera. We had nothing to do with that edit.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, intro's fire.
Fire
Love it.
intro.
Love the
It can't
song.
get any better than that.
Those of you that don't know, this song's called Manifestation, which, crazy that it just, the way that it happened.
Yeah.
Meant to be.
First song we clicked on.
Yeah. First song, Tiffany Schmenkins clicked on.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah, she's like John Stockton,
yeah, super.
the assist king.
Oh my God. I mean, just coming left and right.
Yeah.
So, oh, you should check out this platform. Yeah, they got songs like this. First song she played, Manifestation, and we said, stop. Stop what you're doing.
Is that on there? What are you playing right now? What are
What
you
is
playing? Stop everything. What are you playing?
You actually took out your wallet, threw it on the ground. You walked out the back door. I simultaneously walked out the front door.
I ran out the back door. I jumped the fence. I just got back 10 minutes ago.
I was playing in traffic. I was dodging cars. I was so fired up. So, super excited about that. Back for
Yeah.
another one.
Back for another one.
Took a little break.
Episode 6.
Wow. I'm excited. Life checking. What's going on? What's new?
Yeah, I learned a TikTok dance. Because
No.
guess what, dude? An addict in recovery will adapt to any situation. Okay? I've rubbed shoulders with murderers in a confined space for years at a time.
Yeah.
I will be damned if I let a 12 or 13-year-old take my peace from me. I will adapt, and I will not be defeated.
Okay.
So I learned a TikTok dance.
Okay.
I'll show you later.
Please do. I'm almost tempted to tell you to go off camera and do it.
Nah, I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll put it on the Patreon.
We do have a Patreon now.
We have a Patreon now.
Yeah, so if you want to support, that's a great way to help us out. Right now, we actually only have one tier. Again, don't be mad at us. Be mad at Tiffany Schmenkins.
Right.
She told us we should do it. We're going to be giving a live look-in during the podcast, so they get to see all the shit. They get to see, because they didn't see us dance before we hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a new
Like,
thing
that's
that we're
getting
doing.
edited.
We're doing every episode now. We're doing a quick dance. I will be putting TikTok dances on
I support
the Patreon.
I support it. I support it. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Ludi Luke is about to be the Booty Duke.
Yes, sir.
For sure. So,
yes, sir. I'm about to be dropping that nay-nay.
I can't wait to see that. I might sign up for the Patreon just to see that.
Well,
like,
you're
make
going
a-
to be
an
doing
anonymous
TikTok
account. What?
dances
With
with
you?
me. Obviously.
You heard it here first. Apparently, I'm going to be doing TikTok dances too.
Obviously.
So, if you want to see us dance, that's that. Okay. Anything else going on?
Yeah, they're sending me to Kentucky.
No. For work?
Yeah.
When?
Did I not tell you that?
No.
I told everybody else but you.
Yeah, here's the thing. So, it was Easter, right? And you said some real profound shit to me in the morning, which kind of told me you weren't in your normal fuck around mood. So I kind of just gave you your space.
Yeah.
Because I had asked you, I said, when we gonna drop these eps? And you were like, did you get done editing yours? And I said, okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to work. And you're like, no. Today is about spending time with the family.
Yeah.
If you're not doing that, then what are we talking about?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what are we even talking about on this podcast if we're not living it?
Yeah, I dropped some.
And so I didn't talk to you for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I said, okay. I told Sierra, I said, I think Luke's going through it. She said, why? I said, because he dropped some real profound shit.
Well, that day was Easter. I didn't have my kids, but I'm grateful that my kids' mom got to spend time with them because I know how important that was to me when I first got clean and, I got out of prison. Like, those times that I had with them were really, they shaped my recovery today. So I know that is very important. So I'm glad that she got to spend time. And the kids need a mom, dude. Yeah, so I was going through some things on Easter.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Kentucky thing, like...
Well, no, but I figured it had to do with that.
I mean, that's part of it, but,
So when are you going to Kentucky? For how long?
Fucking Kentucky Derby, bro.
Are we about to be doing these podcasts via FaceTime?
I think so. We might have to do a couple. It's looking like about a month. I'll be gone for the month of May, I think.
Really?
And it's crazy because they don't even see. All right, so I explained to everybody before what's going on with in Florida, the windshield laws and everything, and they're changing everything up. So, Kentucky is still considered free. There's not any laws prohibiting us from billing insurance companies and stuff. So, they're just gonna go there and test the waters. And my boss is like, I need somebody that I trust to go up there to test these waters. And my initial thought was, he's about to put me in a company house with a bunch of sales reps.
Yep.
That are all smoking weed and drinking and this and that. And that's not the situation that I want to be in. I know that I have a good, foundation. I built my biggest thing. You build a defense against that first use. You don't have to worry about the rest of them. And I definitely have done that, and I've done the work. I can identify, those patterns, those unhealthy patterns, and nip them in the bud before I even get there, right? So
glad you said that, right? Nip it in the bud.
Yeah.
Because so many people say nip it in the butt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's
like
the actual.
A rosebud.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so many people aren't me.
Touche.
I want to cut that because I sounded really arrogant right there.
Yeah, but no, we're going to keep it.
We're going to keep it.
Yep, that's going in the intro now.
It's good to be self-aware.
Of course. It's everything.
Like earlier at the rehab, when I said, hey guys, don't make me waste my fucking time here with you. Immediately regretted it. That's all I could think about the whole meeting. Had to chime back in and say, hey guys, so you guys remember 20 minutes ago when I was like, hey, don't fucking make me waste my time? I was caught up in the moment.
Hey, listen, not for nothing. You were on fire.
I said some good stuff, right?
You said some great stuff.
I was so fired up, dude. I was so fired up, and then I said the burn the ships thing, and it just got me in this.
I almost flipped my chair, dude. I almost threw my chair into the crowd. When you said burn the ships, dude, I literally got in a fighting position. I said, let's go.
Yeah,
I was about to storm the castle, dude.
Yeah, so I was just caught up, you know what I mean? And I wanted to let those guys know, you know, I really want you guys to make it. I want everybody in this room to make it so that you can prove to everybody out there that doesn't think that you can do it that they're wrong, man. I want you all to see this life that we have out here, this fucking beautiful life, bro. And you can't, and the only way, I can't even explain the life that I have today compared to how it was. The only way is just for them to see it for themselves. My mom used to say to me, you're get ready for the most wild ride of your life. You are about to get on a roller coaster to the top. And she was right, bro. If you would have told me I'd be where I am right now back then, I would have fucking laughed at you.
Yeah.
And went back to digging through the ashtray for cigarette butts to smoke.
Been there. Been there.
Outside the pet supermarket.
Been there. One time up in Jersey, I went to a gas station. I was real strung out. And there was a whole Newport on the windowsill. And I said, come up.
Cadillac, boy.
I grabbed it, hauled ass, got down the street. Well, up there, the big thing is they dip the cigarettes in formaldehyde. They call it wet. I took 2 drags off of it. I was stuck in the middle of the sidewalk for, could have been 30 minutes, could have been 3 hours, could have been 3 days.
Oh.
No idea. And I said, oh my God.
Dang.
Yeah, dude, that was wild.
Where was that?
Jersey. Dirty Jersey.
Dirty Jersey. Camden?
Nah, Middlesex County, which is kind of in between.
Camden's all I know.
It's like 30 minutes. No, you know Newark. 30 minutes south of Newark.
Oh, yeah, because my girl's from Newark.
Really?
Yeah, she's from Newark, New Jersey.
Wanda.
Yeah.
You should be scared.
Yeah.
It's dead serious up there.
Is it?
Newark?
Yeah.
Listen, there are maybe 3 times in my entire life that copping drugs or putting myself in those situations where I was genuinely scared.
Newark?
All 3 of them were in Newark.
No way.
I almost got jumped. Because I'm the only white guy in the middle of a project.
You've told me this story before.
Trying to get dope.
Yeah.
And my dealers came from I don't know where, running across the courtyard. He said, back off. That's my crackle.
No.
That's what he said.
And it was at that moment you knew you fucked up.
Absolutely. And I was scared. I was scared for my life, dude. AB, rest in peace. That was his name.
AB.
Yeah.
What'd that stand for?
No idea. They just called him AB. But he had my back. It was so weird. It was so weird, dude. Like, all I ever did was buy dope off him. Never hung out with him. Never anything. It was just a dry... Like, it's completely different than, like, the drug scene down here where, like, you go to somebody's house and you hang out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, up there, it's cop and bop.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dude, I would get lost in a dope house, bro. I'd be down here. Is that your guitar? That thing tuned up? But boom, 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 dude, I'm hanging out, bro. I'm making eggs. You know what I mean? This is my house now.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's not like that up there.
Oh, okay.
Not like that up there.
I was
especially
always
in the project.
scared to leave. Like, I see that in the projects, though, you know, because I've been in the projects down here a little bit, and it's, you know, back then it was
It's a different world, man.
it was scary.
Yeah, Newark, New Jersey. Wow. Shout out Wanda again. Somehow she makes it into every episode.
Wanda.
Newark, New Jersey.
I gotta put her in
scared.
every episode because I am fucking terrified.
Yeah. One of these days you're going to say something slick and all we're going to see is a knife come through the back of that painting.
I hope not. Top Hat Dave would be
Shout out Top
upset.
Hat Dave.
Shout out Top Hat. You have this tattooed on your back, almost.
Almost.
You've been working at that for about 10 years.
If I wasn't such a little bitch. All the rest of my tasks, no problem. Back, not so much. And don't like it.
No.
Don't like it.
I could imagine feeling just like helpless. It's like getting by a tiny wiener. All right, so what are you going through? What do you got going through?
Yeah,
we
just went down a crazy path.
What's been up with you? You never say what you always say. We got a good topic today. Before we get into that, Luke, what you been up to? And then I spill everything on you, and then you go, oh yeah, we got some stats here.
Life check-in. It's the life check-in.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but how am I?
You never do a life check-in.
Yeah, but I do every episode. I do every episode.
Flip,
Here's the thing.
I've edited 4 of them, and you don't. Okay?
So, that's not true.
Real quick. Can I add something?
As a matter of fact.
Hang on. Let me add something real quick. And then we'll get right back to that.
Yeah.
Editing a podcast. Don't do it. Okay?
It's the worst.
If you want to be sane, don't edit a podcast.
Ever.
It's not for anyone.
So
if you're not a robot, don't edit a podcast.
I've been editing our episode with Schmiff and me, Schminkins, as our guest, and I'm at it for about 2.5 weeks, and I'm 40 minutes down.
Yeah.
Still got 40 to go.
Yeah. I have about 5 minutes left of 2, and I'm editing at a rate of about 36 hours per minute. So this episode that we're recording right now, just so everybody knows, is recorded in 1876. So if you hear anything happening, don't worry. Prohibition's going to be starting in the beginning of the new century. Like, you know, there's big things are coming. They're about to make that new Ford, the Model T.
Absolutely. Got the Great Depression coming up.
The Great Depression. Can't wait for that.
And this is how I get out of doing my life check-in. So anyway, like you were saying,
yeah, and then
and
then back to
what happened?
Back to what you were talking about. You said the thing.
Oh yeah. So normally, but I do the intro, and then like, what am I gonna do? I do the intro and then go right into what's going on with me. That's pretty selfish.
No, but it should be like as soon as I'm done, it's like all right, let's hear what you got going on. Nobody's heard anything for what you got going on other than my daughter told me she was going to kick me in the nuts. Okay?
Well, I can't help it. We go down these paths, dude. We go down these paths, okay? And I'm just along for the ride.
Story of my life, bro. I've been going down paths my whole life. So, I steam. I steam my clothes. I don't iron. I steam, right? Yeah.
And so we got this cool steamer, you know what I mean? Plugs into the wall. Super hot water, steam in my shirt.
I got money, boy.
Nah, listen, that's what I thought too, but it ain't one of this one of them little Target jobbies, probably like $30. I'm telling you, dude, game changer. Hang it up on the shower pole.
Yeah.
And it just hangs, and I steam, and it does it in like 10 seconds, dude. So I'm steaming my outfit, and it was actually the night that Jack told her story, and I got my medallion. 7 years.
Yeah.
Since the last episode, I got 7 years now.
Life check-in, 7 years.
It's a big deal, dude.
That's huge.
That's a big deal, dude.
7 years is huge.
Yeah, man.
How long were you out there using for?
17.
17. So, I mean, you're almost
halfway there.
Halfway there.
Yeah. Shout out to Babs. He texted me, congrats on 7 years. It's a big deal. Not many get 8. That's what he texts me every year.
I will tell you like it is.
Yeah, man. So I'm steaming my clothes, right? And my wife goes into the bathroom, and I hear a blood-curdling scream, right? Now, it makes me jerk the steamer, right? Which is boiling water, right?
Yeah.
So literally, I'm go like this, and now I'm Neo in the Matrix because there's beads of water, boiling hot water, right? And I'm like, oh, and like one hits my chest. I said, and then one hits my cheek, right? I'm lit up. I said, oh God. I put the steamer down. I said, what's going on? What happened?
What I'll call that money shot.
It's straight up, dude. I said, what happened? She said, Kermit the Frog.
No.
I said, huh? She said, Kermit the Frog. I said, Kermit from Sesame Street? Yeah. Kermit the Frog? She said, he's in our toilet. I said, wait, what? I have boiling water on me.
Yeah.
My skin's bubbling up.
Yeah.
What do you mean? She goes, I went to take a pee, and I lifted the toilet seat, and I sat down, and there is a frog the size of a watermelon in our toilet. Okay? Now, I'm always told that I'm the dramatic one.
Yeah.
Okay? Frog this big can't possibly be in our toilet unless somebody physically sat it in there, right?
Yeah.
So I said, okay. She closed the lid.
Sounds
She's
like an inside job to me.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
I think it was my kids.
For real?
I think it was.
It couldn't have been Ella.
No, had to be Jordan. He'd been hearing all the smack I've been talking.
Yeah.
So she closes the lid.
I thought for sure that kid would have been killing animals instead of
I know.
locking them up. But go ahead.
I'm putting them in a toilet.
Yeah.
So I did the only thing I could do. She closed the lid. Flush. That's what I did. That's what I did.
Flip.
I know, dude. I know, okay? Listen, you have to understand. You have to understand, dude. You have to understand my mindset, okay?
Okay. That's good. Let's hear that.
Let's
hear that, and then I'll give you something else.
I know, you're going to make me feel real
No.
bad about myself.
Just let's hear your mindset.
I'm literally getting ready for a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy's telling a story, getting a medallion. I get to give him his medallion. I'm excited. Blood-curdling scream. Flaming hot water money shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay?
you were going through a lot.
I got a money shot from King Koopa.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
To find out it's a frog.
Mm-hmm.
Flush.
Let's explore this.
Okay.
You're a frog.
Yep.
You've been rejected from 15 toilets in your life, trying to make your way up out of the trenches.
Yeah.
All right? You've been fighting alligators, giant rats, rodents, sewer people, lizard people.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
You start making your way up through this sewer system. All right? It's a battle. All right?
Okay.
You almost die 3 times.
Yeah.
You make your way up. You're navigating these pipes. You finally get to this room, something like this here, but round. Okay?
Super clean.
Super clean. You're like, oh my God, yes, I made it. Oh, I made it. Is this heaven? The lid opens. It's your crazy wife screaming at the top of her lungs.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Flip! It's Kermit! It's Kermit the Frog! Alright?
Yeah.
Here comes bearded Satan. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Comes in. Doesn't even give you a second. Flush. Down to your death, bro. He's probably dead. You probably killed him.
Most definitely.
And you know what's crazy? I thought your kid was the one killing animals, and it was really you.
So, when you put it like that, right, I feel real bad. Again, you have to look at the entire picture, right? And here's the thing, right? I'm comfortable enough as a man to say, like, I don't like spiders, okay? Now, my wife has a unhealthy fear of lizards.
Yeah.
It has to do with something in her childhood with her cousin. Her cousin used to, like, go behind her and, like, make him bite her ear.
Oh, yeah, we used to do that. Sonny put one on his ball sack.
It sounds like something Sonny would do.
Yeah, he put one right on his nuts.
Yeah, it sounds like something he would do.
Yeah.
But so she has an unhealthy fear of that, right? And like that, I don't understand, right? Because I'm like, but it can't hurt you. Like, see, my thing with spiders, like, spiders kill you.
Yeah, you never know. That's like
They'll kill you.
You're playing Russian roulette.
They will kill you.
Yeah, they're tiny murderers.
Yeah.
Hitmen.
I had a buddy of mine when I was 19. He got bit in the back of his calf. He's like, it's none. They scooped out a golf ball sized chunk of his calf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Ice cream scooper.
Dude, spiders are like the Navy SEALs of the insect world, bro.
Absolutely.
They'll repel in.
So, like, I don't like that, right?
Yeah.
And to me, it makes sense. They'll kill you. Okay? Lizards, they're not going to kill you. They're just looking for some flies. If anything, they help. So
Nice
I have no
warm
problem
rock.
catching them and releasing them. And I've done it more times than I can count, right? The frog, I think it was because I was freshly showered, had to clean clothes. You would think, as many times as I've watched Princess and the Frog with my daughter, that I would be a little more empathetic of the journey that he just went through. I don't know if you've seen Princess and the Frog, but Princess and the Frog, them frogs had to go through a journey. Swamps, gators, crazy people. There's rednecks after them.
Yeah,
you know what I
dude.
mean?
Florida.
Like all kinds of stuff.
It's like the Everglades.
Right? And so, but in that moment, I made a decision, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't the right one.
I respect that you have identified that you made a decision and it wasn't the right one, and
It wasn't.
if you
Now-
could go back, would you change it?
No. No. I'm still fleshing it.
Okay.
Still fleshing. Because here's the thing, right? Frogs are hard to catch, right?
Yeah.
I have one time because you know how in Florida, like, they'll hang out by the lights, like outside.
Oh, dude, those are the real assassins, bro.
Bro, I had one jump right here.
Death from above, bro.
And all I see is a little
When they hit-
little frog leg, dude.
They
I see a
hit
little
so
frog,
hard,
a
bro.
little frog. That is a grown man punch, dude. That is a grown man punch, dude. I got punched in the eye, and I just see a little frog hand, right?
A little web
And I
hand.
said, and couldn't get it off, dude. He was
Yeah.
hanging on. He had one leg wrapped around my ear.
Yeah.
The other one right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Those dudes go
They go for the gold.
dude, one time one of them jumped, so my ex had a big problem with frogs, and one of them it jumped on the door, on top of the door, and she went to go close the door, and it smushed it like a tube of toothpaste and squirted. She heard the noise, and she said, "Oh my God."
Oh my god. The Kermit money shot.
Oh my God, bro. I lost my mind, bro. I was dying. Oh, boy. I don't think he felt any pain.
I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'm willing to bet you weren't giving her the max perspective conversation.
She didn't mean to do it, bro. You made a conscious decision to be a murderer that day. You chose violence.
So in the next life, I'll come back as a frog. And that's just the reality. So be it. So be it.
I'm gonna be a dung beetle.
I could see that.
For real.
I could see that. Just rolling around some shit.
I'm just a gluttonous pig, dude. I just eat and I sleep and...
That's it.
A horrible individual, dog.
Alright, man. So that's what's going on. What you want to talk about, dude?
The Just for Today was pretty cool.
Was on point.
Being too busy with our day-to-day lives to, recover.
I mean, listen.
I don't have my phone.
I do. You got a cocoa melon pillow, though.
Pull that thing up real quick. Let's take a peek. Because there was something in there that I really liked.
The whole thing was pretty phenomenal.
There was something that stood out.
Too busy. We must use what we learn or we will lose it, no matter how long we have been clean. After putting some clean time together, some of us have a tendency to forget what our most important priority is. Once a week or less, we say, I've got to get to a meeting tonight. It's been more so than our continued participation. Oh, skipped a line. So let me try that again.
You're a go-getter.
Yep. I've got to get to a meeting tonight. It's been ... We've been caught up in other things. Important for sure, but no more so than our continued participation in Narcotics Anonymous. It happens gradually. We get jobs. We reunite with our families. We're raising children. The dog is sick. Or we're going to school at night. The house needs to be cleaned. The lawn needs to be mowed. We have to work late. We're tired. There's a good show at the theater tonight, which, first of all, when was this written? Okay? The theater? There's a good show at the theater tonight? We really are in 1886.
Shakespeare is killing it tonight.
And all of a sudden, we notice that we haven't called our sponsor, been to a meeting, spoken to a newcomer, or even talked to God in quite a while.
Yeah, that's... Yeah,
what do we do at this point? Well, we either renew our commitment to our recovery, or we continue being too busy to recover until something happens and our lives become unmanageable. Quite a choice. Our best bet is to put more of our energy into maintaining the foundation of recovery on which our lives are built. That foundation makes everything else possible, and it will surely crumble if we get too busy with everything else. Just for today, I can't afford to be too busy to recover. I will do something today that sustains my recovery.
Burn the ships.
Burn the ships, dude.
The choice is clear.
Absolutely.
There is no retreat. There is no surrender. There is no defeat. I'm going to do whatever it takes to not go back to that old way of living.
That has to be the mindset. It has
100%.
to. And so it's, I find myself falling under this category a lot, right? 2 kids, coaching 2 sports, working full time. Just doing a podcast. I mean, we got such busy, amazing lives, right?
Yeah, they're great.
But we tell people all the time, and it's true. Anything you put in front of your recovery, you will lose.
Yes.
And so, like I said tonight, I have positioned myself in a good spot. I by no means have life figured out, and I do not have it all figured out. I don't have it all together. I'm not that naive. I understand that this is the world's longest marathon because there is no end.
There isn't.
Right?
There's no finish line.
So it is something that I have to continue to do and continue to work at. Now, I've positioned myself where everybody I talk to on a daily basis is in recovery. I work with people in recovery. The only people that I talk to on a regular basis that aren't in recovery are family members that are normal people. But that is no excuse, you know what I mean? And I'm saying it here because if I say it here, then I have to stick to it.
Yeah.
I need to go to more meetings.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality. You know what I mean? And I think one of life's most difficult things is balance. Right?
Yeah.
It is balance. I actually had a really great conversation with my wife, and this is what the program's taught me. It's taught me how to have healthy relationships, how to have healthy communication. I can be frustrated with a situation and not lose my mind over it and just have an adult conversation, right? And so I had a conversation with her, and I was just raw and real about how I was feeling and areas that I was falling short that I needed accountability on and things that I needed help from her, right?
Like wiener stuff? No.
Not wiener stuff.
Okay. All right.
It was just about, like, listen, you want to talk about getting caught up in life, right? Like the lives that we live. Bro, my day starts, my alarm goes off at 5:30 and I go to the gym. You know what I mean? And
What?
A lot of, yeah, I know.
What is that?
I know. You were supposed to meet me there 2 Tuesdays ago. I'm still waiting. This
The
is
gym?
actually, this podcast is being recorded at the gym right now. You didn't know that. I told you I moved, but we're really at the gym right now. Yeah, because I've been here since 2 Tuesdays ago waiting for you. Okay. But and a lot of times I don't lay my, like tonight, I'm not going to lay my head on my pillow till 10:30 if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so the first thing that I want to do after the kids are asleep and I'm, bathed and all that, I want to pick up my phone and I want to play my little stupid game. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to watch some YouTube. And I think a majority of civilization does that, right? And I needed accountability from her. And I also needed her to just be aware of, I think we're spending too much time on our phones and we're not paying enough attention to the kids. You know what I mean? Because this is a crucial time. And since that conversation, dude, we kind of came up with a game plan, and it's been peachy ever since.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? But again, like the reading said, I've built this life on this foundation. So the fact that I'm now taking this foundation for granted is foolish.
Right.
It's foolish. Going to meetings is one of the major parts that got me to where I am today. So to turn my back on that, it's stupid. You know what I mean? And I know better. And so, I said it tonight at the rehab. I'm saying it here. I'm saying it to you. Like, I just got to make it happen. That's just the reality. You know what I mean? I can't be too busy. Because before you know it, your phone's going to ring. And it's going to say, you have a call from an inmate at the Sarasota County Jail.
Thank you for using Teenetics.
Yeah. And I'm going to say 3 sentences in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, Luke, I really fucked up. I'm so sorry. Bomb me out.
Yeah.
If not bomb me out, I didn't put money on my books.
Yeah.
I'm really hurting.
Thank you for using Teenetics. Goodbye.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's the reality of what's going to happen if I take this for granted.
Oh, I know it well.
Yeah.
I know it well, boy.
I'm going back to the chain gang.
The problem with Charlotte County Jail is you have to record a voice message first. With Global Tel Link, my voice is my password. So you have to do that your
Every time.
first day in there. You do this.
Yeah.
All right? And then you can't re-record it. So you go in there dope sick, depressed, and you sound like this. Global Tel Link, my voice is my password. Right?
Yeah.
So every time you do it, after that, you have to say, Global Tel Link, my voice is my password. And it never works. Nobody's phone worked in there, bro. Because you'd never sound the same as you did when you first got in there. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, I like what you said, though. There's no finish line.
Isn't?
There isn't.
And that was a huge problem for me in my recovery journey previously when I would fail, right? Is I would be that donkey with the carrot dangling in front of him, right?
Jackass.
And it would be okay, get a job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd get a job, and then it'd be like, okay, get a place, get a car, right? And then after that, I would just stop moving that carrot.
Yeah, I did.
You know what I mean?
I got all my stuff. I got my things. I'm content.
Yeah, and then within a month, if I'm lucky, I'm shooting dope.
Yeah.
Right back to square one.
Yeah.
And so
And all that shit's gone.
Yeah, I have to continue to set that bar. You know what I mean? And there is no end in sight. And guess what? I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with it.
I like that there's that this is a constant thing. It keeps it fresh for me.
Yeah.
You know, there's always something to strive for in my recovery.
Well, in the beginning, right? And I remember thinking this. I remember it well. Like, fuck, I have to do this for the rest of my life? You know what I mean? And that's how I used to look at it. Like, I don't know if I can do this for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to not put drugs in my body for today. What are you talking about the rest of my life, right? And again, it goes to that perspective. I think, right? Because in the beginning, that was the mindset. Now, this is where I chill.
It's way easier now.
Oh my God, I'm on cruise control. You know what I mean? As long as I'm still moving forward, I'm comfortable in this space. I'm comfortable with the fact that I am an addict. I'm comfortable with the fact that I can't go to the bar on a Friday night to watch the game with my buddies and have a couple beers. I'm comfortable with the fact that I have that crazy cousin at family reunions who always goes behind the house and smokes weed.
Yeah.
I can't join him. I'm cool with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just my reality.
Yeah.
Because the biggest gift in recovery is not being a slave to your drug of choice. Right? Don't get me wrong. The monetary shit, I love it. The fact that I'm able to help people, I love it. The biggest gift and the biggest blessing is the fact that I am not a slave to that anymore.
Yeah.
Because it controlled my life. You know what I mean? And so I am so comfortable riding this ride. I'm gonna ride this wave, dude, until the end.
Yeah.
I burned the ships.
Yeah.
April 1st, 2016. I burned them motherfucking ships. Ain't no going back.
I put all my shit in that boat. I sailed to recovery shores. And I burned those fucking ships.
That's it.
No retreat, no surrender, none of that.
Yeah. And so as long as I continue to do the things that got me here, which is where I've been slacking, then I'll be all right.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, you know, that's what life is about. Put recovery aside. This is what life is about. Trying to be a better human being than you were the day before, trying to achieve more, trying to push the boundaries of self, right? Trying to have amazing relationships with individuals, amazing human interactions, trying to help people. Like, that's human nature. That gets anybody excited, right? And we've got to live in the pits of hell for a large part of our lives, being a slave to a substance. Now we have the opportunity to move forward and really give this thing a go. Yeah, and let's see what we accomplish.
It was a grind, too, to get through all that shit that we got through.
A day.
And then to not grind at this would be...
stupid.
It would be idiotic, bro.
Yeah.
You got to attack your recovery the way you attacked your drug use.
Have to.
By any means necessary. I would make sure that I'm not going to be sick. And by any means necessary, I have to make sure that I'm going to stay clean. That defense against that first use is so important to me because it's the one thing that always led me back. If I just let that one time slip, let me get away with it. If I get away with it, oh my God, bro. It could be anything. I don't live dirty today.
Yeah.
I cannot live dirty. You can be clean. You can have 10 years of clean time and still live dirty.
Mm-hmm.
And something's going to happen.
Yep.
Something because you let one thing slip and then it's a slippery slope, man. Before you know it, that little bit of that drink that you had, or, you know, you're doing this, you're doing that. You let that one little thing slide and then the next thing you know, you're fucking getting high. And if you get away with it, you're going to think that you can get away with that next thing. So I don't live dirty today, man.
No, you can't.
No.
You can't. And that's why, like, I'm such a huge advocate of the support network, right? And, like, that's why I have the people in place that I do, because they're all of that mindset. We know people in recovery that, truth be told, yeah, they're not getting high. They're scumbags.
Yes.
I would not. They would never have the code to my house.
Wouldn't let them babysit my kids.
Wouldn't let them look at a picture too long of my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
They don't even know my kids' names.
Right.
Like, and I never wanted that, right? The thing that, and what I like is the way that I've positioned myself. I talk to you on a daily basis. I talk to a couple other dudes in my support group on a daily basis, right? My wife. My family knows what I've been through and this and that, right? I work with people in recovery who know my story, okay? So there has been probably 3 times that I can remember over the past few years that I've thought about getting high. And instantaneously, I play the tape through and I'm like, okay, well, I can't do anything, go anywhere, talk to anybody because they'll know.
Yeah.
So that literally means I can't go home. I can't answer my phone.
You've really backed yourself into a corner
that
here.
That puts me in my truck in the parking lot at Walmart, hoping that nobody fucking sees my big blue fucking truck.
Yeah.
That sounds miserable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it snaps me out of it. But that's why I've done what I've done.
That's why it's so important to have that support group.
That's why I burned the ships, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what I'm so adamant about with people that say they want to get clean, right? Because I wanted to get clean.
Oh, yeah.
For 17 years.
Yeah.
Until I actually wanted to get clean.
Right.
Right? And so it's, I want to get clean. Okay, we'll go to a halfway house. Well, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I want to get clean, but like, I don't want to.
I want to get clean. Okay, go to a meeting every day for 90 days. Well, I mean, like, are you talking like weekends too?
Ugh,
Like,
I gotta.
Do you mean today? I gotta go today?
Yeah, work.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so we run into that dude at the park.
Man.
I sent him the meeting list. He hit me up that night. Ain't heard from him since.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's, I tell people this, right? Like, because I have people in my life that might have, you know, friends or siblings that are addicts that haven't gotten the help yet. And I remember very specifically talking to a lady who, her son, who's my age, she's like, I think he just needs like a long-term, like a 2-year program. I said, no, he doesn't. I said, because here's the reality. The first time I went to rehab, I was there 7 months. Guess when I got high? I literally left rehab and picked up a bottle of wine to go celebrate with the girl that I met in rehab that I just graduated. That's how sick I still was. Then the second time I went to rehab, I was there 3.5 months. I've been clean 7 years now. It has nothing to do with the length of time.
You can have all the opportunities in the world.
It comes down to that willingness.
Yeah.
Are you truly sick and tired of being sick and tired?
Right.
And if you have that, I say it all the time. Willingness and perspective. That's it. That's all you need. That's it. That's the golden tickets to this life. If you have the willingness to do anything, right? Because I had the willingness. They would have told me to climb up a flagpole during a lightning storm, wearing a fucking tinfoil suit.
And a fucking G-string.
And howl like a wolf.
Yeah.
I would have done it. That's how desperate I was.
You did.
They said 90 meetings in 90 days. I said, okay, 180 meetings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going for the gold star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm here for all the coffee.
Need that.
Yeah. And so, you know, get a sponsor. Done. Step work. Done. Support group. Done. Service commitment. You know what I mean? Like, whatever it is. Like, I was willing to do it because I was truly sick and tired. Then when you get in it, you get that change of perspective, you see like, oh, shit. Shit's gravy. Shit's lovely, dude.
Sweet.
Dude, we just left a rehab. It's 10 o'clock. We're sitting in my office of my house that I built. You know what I mean? Like, for me, for a junkie like me,
Yeah.
I didn't have this good of a life pictured out for myself. Married, 2 kids, coaching sports. You know what I mean? It's me and my wife's anniversary in a couple weeks. We're going on a cruise to celebrate.
Killing
I mean?
it, bro.
Like, I didn't imagine life could be this good. Having genuine friendships.
Yeah. That's a huge thing, bro. I never knew what, like, a friend was until I honestly thought that those people were my friends.
Me too.
Back in Northport.
Yeah.
Until you get locked up, until the chips are down, and you're like,
What's up?
what happened to all my friends?
Yeah.
Where y'all at now?
Hello? Hello? Is this thing on?
With Global Link, my voice is my password.
The phone system must be down. They're not answering.
What is happening right now?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
There was no friends.
I know. And that's what... Bro, it was so cool at my wedding. Seeing all the bridesmaids and groomsmen.
Yeah.
All in recovery, looking out over the crowd, seeing a bunch of people in recovery.
Yeah, when we were throwing you up in the air.
You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, it was just such... Like, the people that I have in my life, you can take all the things away. You could take the house away, the cars, like that. Like, I have those solid people in my life, that shit is priceless.
Yeah.
There's normal people who have lived good, productive lives who don't have friendships like that.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
People were asking Tiffany Schmankins for autographs and shit at your wedding.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. But these are the friendships that are forged in fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Forged. Like, there is just such a strong connection.
Oh, dude, you ever seen a couple Vietnam War veterans see each other in an IHOP? They don't even got to say nothing.
They know.
They know, like, if something pops off in here, hey, it's going down.
Bro.
Got your back.
Bro, that's like my grandpa.
Yeah.
My grandpa was in... He was in the Korean War. When was the Korean War?
1829.
Yeah, whenever
It's actually yesterday. Yesterday.
Yeah.
We're actually recording this podcast in September of 1829.
Yeah.
And it
So, 1950 to 1953. Okay?
What did I say?
Yesterday?
18.
18.
Oh, I said, yeah, no.
Yeah. 1950.
Go ahead.
So, he was a machine gun instructor in the Army, right? And he went to the local... He's 93, right?
Yeah.
He went to the local Applebee's. Have a couple apps. You know what I mean? Half off apps, right?
Couple samplers.
A couple samplers.
Yeah.
He's sitting at a table by himself, and he sees this young guy go up to the bar, right? And the dude has a katana ninja sword strapped to his back, right? And the dude's at the bar ordering a drink, right? What's Gramps do? Pulls out the Glock. Under the table.
What?
On his
Is
lap.
this fucking Die Hard, dude?
On his lap. Just staring at this dude, right?
Dude, is your grandfather John Wick, bro? Like, what is happening?
Listen. 93 years old, okay?
Okay.
Pulls out a Glock. On his lap. Put the napkin over the gun.
No, he didn't,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, dude.
That is the ultimate. You were about to get fucked up move, dude.
Right? And he's just watching this dude, right?
Yeah.
And with the other hand, he pulls out his phone. He calls 911. He said, hey, y'all better come down here because there's about to be a body. Because there's about to be a body, right? So the fucking cops come in. Pew, 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 right? And they're like, what's going on? And they're talking to this dude with the ninja sword. And they see that, like, you know, because there's a bunch of people that are like,
Yeah.
right? And my grandpa just sitting there, straight face, still hand on the Glock. And so
Locked in.
Cop goes up and says, hey, just so you know, you did the right thing. That is a plastic sword. He was coming from a costume party. And my grandpa was like, okay. Well, he was about to get in business.
He was fucking LARPing.
I was about to blow his back out.
He came from a live action role play event.
You know what I mean?
He's a night mage.
He's just trying to get a Mountain Dew on the rocks, dude.
Yeah.
Trying to get some fucking some chicken bites,
my God,
dude.
my head hurts, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
Gramps was ready, bro. When you put the napkin over the gun, I don't know if you've ever seen any movie where anybody gets shot in a fucking diner, bro. That's the move, dog.
Yeah.
And then you let them know.
My favorite part is he called the fuck cops, said, y'all need to come down here. There's about to be a body.
There's about to be a body.
You know,
With
best
a
part
katana
too,
blade
best
attached
part,
to it.
You know what he did? Flip, because he still got a flip phone. 911. Y'all better come down here. There's about to be a body. Flip. You know what I mean?
Damn, dog. Gramps is a G.
I don't know how I went there with you talking about two Vietnam vets seeing each other and just knowing that.
I'm so glad you did, though.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
Yeah, my grandpa was in Civil War.
That's intense. couple weeks back.
Let's pull up the Civil War. Let's see what year that was.
Yeah, I'm on it.
The Revolutionary War.
There we go, 1861 to 1865. That's what you were probably thinking about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that would make my grandfather.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Damn, how crazy is this?
Yeah, that would make my grandfather
2 days from now.
Yeah.
2 days from now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do the math right now, but you know what I mean? It's like when shit was going down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? April 12th.
Yeah.
It's April 10th. Shit's
Revolutionary War?
Civil War.
The Civil War. Yeah, that would make my grandfather about 200 years old. So that.
Well, shit, my grandpa's 93 holding people up with fake ninja swords at the fucking local Applebee's. So, I mean, anything's possible.
Oh, man. Dude, the Civil War was wild, bro. You know what they found in Abraham Lincoln's pocket?
What?
So they say. I mean, I wasn't there or anything, but a Confederate $10 bill.
Interesting.
Isn't that weird?
What's that mean?
Got it fucking... Art of war.
That's
Know your enemy.
I guess so.
Fight your enemy where they're not.
Yeah.
Or something.
Okay. I'm with it.
Well, we got a great way to close.
And that's that. I think...
Yeah, man. We touched everything. We touched on capitalism, the colonization of America.
Everything. Y'all are in store. You know what I mean? And you didn't do it this episode. I really wish you did it randomly like you did the other ones. Like, share, subscribe.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it wasn't over yet.
Yeah. Check out the socials.
Like, share, subscribe.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Everything's going to be linked.
All that. As my girl would say. I want all that.
Yeah. Newark, New Jersey. Shout out. If you like what we're doing, want to help the cause, please support us on Patreon.
Patreon. Tier system. No.
Mini tiers. It's just it's like one that's just support, and then the other one's the live look in at us.
Yeah, we're gonna
recording.
be doing a live recording. You're gonna catch the before and after.
And apparently, there's TikTok dances now that I did not
TikTok
sign up for.
dances. My stepdaughter Aaliyah is going to be showing us some fire TikTok dances. We're gonna be getting nasty.
Shout out Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum stuff. All right.
You know what I mean? So
dirty dancing.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have Flip up over my head like this. He's gonna be like,
oh god. When are you going to Kentucky?
May.
Can't be.
Plenty of time.
Can't be soon enough.
Plenty of time.
Until next time, we love you guys. Appreciate everything, and you know what it is.
If you have today, give yourself a stomp of the foot.
You know what time it is.
Oh my god, bro.